Most people think tension headaches begin in the head. That's the first mistake. The pressure, the tightness, the throbbing sensation. It may not actually start in your head at all. It may begin in your neck, your shoulders, your stress, and the way your body carries tension every single day. Let me be clear. Your body is not random. It responds to everything you do repeatedly. Bad posture, chronic stress, lack of sleep, endless screen time. Your body absorbs all of it like a sponge. And here's the truth nobody talks about enough. Millions of people are stuck in a cycle where they treat the symptom but completely ignore the trigger. So the headache disappears for a few hours, then comes right back again, day after day, week after week. Nobody tells you this. Sometimes your body is screaming for relief long before the pain even starts. The headache is just the final warning signal. And by that point, the tension has already been building for hours. Do something with me right now, seriously. Stop for 10 seconds. Unclench your jaw. Relax your forehead. Lower your shoulders. Did you notice how tense your body already was? Most people are holding stress physically without realizing it. Their muscles stay tight from the moment they wake up until the second they finally fall asleep. And eventually, the body pays the price. Here's what's terrifying. Your nervous system does not fully understand the difference between emotional stress and physical danger. An angry email, a work deadline, financial pressure, relationship problems. Your body reacts as if something dangerous is happening. Heart rate increases. Breathing becomes shallow. Neck muscles tighten. The shoulders slowly rise higher and higher. And when that happens every single day, the body becomes trapped in survival mode. That constant tension starts affecting muscles, nerves, posture, and circulation. Then suddenly, another headache arrives out of nowhere. A woman in her 30s started getting headaches every afternoon around 3 p.m. Same pressure, same location, same exhausting cycle. At first, she thought it was dehydration. Then she blamed caffeine withdrawal. After that, she blamed hormones, then stress, then screen time, then literally everything else she could think of. She spent money on supplements, expensive pillows, blue light glasses, massage guns, and pain medication. Nothing fixed the real issue, because nobody explained what was actually happening inside her body. Not even her doctor fully connected the dots. Then one yoga instructor noticed something strange immediately. Her shoulders were permanently tense. Her breathing was shallow. Her neck barely moved naturally. And the instructor said something simple that changed her perspective forever. Your body looks like it's bracing for impact. That sentence hit harder than the headache itself, because deep down, she knew it was true. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Modern life is creating tension inside the human body nonstop. And most people do not realize how extreme it has become. The average person spends hours looking down at screens every day. Phones pull the head forward. Laptops collapse. Posture stress tightens muscles automatically. And poor sleep prevents recovery. Now combine all of that together: forward head posture, jaw clenching, shoulder tightness, chronic anxiety. That combination creates enormous physical strain on the upper body, especially around the neck and scalp muscles connected to tension headaches. And over time, the pressure starts building slowly in the background, until pain becomes impossible to ignore. That's why tension headaches often feel like a tight band wrapping around the head. Pressure behind the eyes, pain at the base of the skull, neck stiffness and shoulder tightness that never fully disappears. Let me be clear. This does not mean yoga is some magical cure for everyone. But it does mean the body may need movement, recovery, and nervous system regulation more than another temporary fix. Here's the truth. Stress is not just mental. Stress changes the body physically. That part matters more than most people realize. When stress increases, breathing patterns change immediately. Most people begin breathing faster and shallower without noticing it. Instead of deep breathing from the diaphragm, they breathe from the chest. That creates even more tension around the neck and shoulders. And when muscles stay contracted too long, they stop functioning normally. The body becomes stiff, compressed, and overloaded. Blood flow may change. Movement becomes restricted. Now add poor sleep into the equation. The nervous system never gets a chance to fully calm down. The body remains overstimulated from morning until night, like an engine constantly revving without rest. Nobody tells you this. Sometimes the headache is not the real problem. Sometimes it's the alarm system warning you that your body is completely overwhelmed, and ignoring that warning repeatedly. That's where chronic tension patterns begin. Now imagine approaching the problem differently. Instead of attacking the pain directly, you calm the system creating the pain in the first place. That changes everything. This is where yoga becomes incredibly interesting, not the social media version, not impossible poses or fake spiritual perfection. Real yoga focused on breathing, posture, and nervous system recovery. Slow stretching may help release muscle tension. Controlled breathing may help reduce stress responses. Gentle movement can improve circulation and posture awareness. And together, those things may reduce physical pressure connected to headaches. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing harder always means better. More intensity, more force, more pushing. But sometimes the body needs the exact opposite: safety, slowness, recovery. And for many people, that's the first time their nervous system relaxes all day long. Not during work. Not while scrolling online. Not while rushing through life. One yoga position often recommended for tension relief is child's pose. Simple posture, knees bent, arms extended, forehead resting downward. Nothing aggressive or complicated. But here's why it matters. This position may gently relax the neck, shoulders, and upper back while slowing breathing patterns. And breathing is deeply connected to stress regulation. That connection is huge. Another movement people love is cat-cow stretching. Slow spinal movement paired with controlled breathing, gentle neck mobility, gentle release through the back and shoulders. Then there's seated forward folds and neck stretches. Again, not about forcing flexibility, not about becoming a yoga expert overnight. The goal is reducing unnecessary tension. Here's the truth nobody says enough. The body cannot heal properly while constantly feeling threatened. And chronic stress teaches the body to stay tense automatically. Yoga may help interrupt that pattern. Not instantly, not magically, but consistently over time. That's where real change often begins. But wait, there's something people desperately need to hear. Yoga alone is not enough if the rest of your lifestyle is destroying your body daily. That's reality. You cannot sleep 4 hours every night, live on caffeine and stress, sit hunched over for 12 hours and expect a 10-minute stretch to undo all the damage. Let me be brutally honest. Some people are creating headaches faster than they are recovering from them. That's why the cycle keeps repeating endlessly. Temporary relief, then pain again. And this is where many people get frustrated, because they try yoga once or twice and expect a miracle immediately. But the tension may have been building for years. The nervous system does not reset overnight. Real recovery usually requires consistency, better sleep, better posture, more movement, less nervous system overload. Yoga can support the process beautifully, but daily habits still matter enormously. Here's the mindset shift most people need right now. Your body is not betraying you. The headache is not always the enemy. Sometimes it's communication. Pain can be information, a warning sign that your body is overloaded, exhausted, and running beyond its limits. And once people understand that, their entire perspective changes. Instead of constantly fighting symptoms, they begin supporting the systems underneath the symptoms. They improve posture. They prioritize recovery. They stop glorifying stress and burnout. They stop treating exhaustion like achievement, and slowly, their body starts responding differently. Because the nervous system finally feels safer. Nobody tells you this. Healing often begins when people stop ignoring their body and finally start listening to it honestly. And for many people, that moment changes everything. So before automatically reaching for another pill tonight, pause for a moment. Take one deep breath and ask yourself one important question. What is my body trying to say? Because tension headaches are often connected to patterns repeated every single day. Stress, poor posture, shallow breathing, sleep deprivation, endless screen exposure. The body absorbs all of it quietly, until eventually it cannot stay silent anymore. And while yoga is not a replacement for professional medical treatment, gentle movement, breathing exercises, stress reduction, and posture awareness may help many people reduce tension and improve overall well-being over time. Here's the truth. Your body was never designed to live under non-stop pressure 24 hours a day. At some point, something starts breaking down. For many people, that signal becomes a tension headache. If this video helped you understand your body differently, subscribe for more honest health content that cuts through the noise. And leave a comment below telling us what triggers your headaches the most. Stress, screens, anxiety, poor sleep, neck tension. Your story might help someone else realize they are not alone. And sometimes, that understanding is the first step toward real recovery.